matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Rutgers offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed,
And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. From the 1, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Smith dropping to pass. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
7, Rutgers, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll try the run. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ross. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Ross. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Scarlet Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Thomas back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Caught over the middle. It's Rivers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Got a little space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Turning it on. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Green. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Via the screen. Tackled on the play at the 10-yard line. First down for the offense.
The Ducks are rolling down the field.
Military stunt.
Smith wants to throw. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run it from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Smith dropping to pass. Touchdown Ducks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The give out of the gun. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Run out of bounds after. Long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
They'll run play action. He's got his man. And he strides it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. He's got him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Ducks are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the returner will be knocked down.
All right, not ideal. All right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going.
A lot of room to the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Offense just not able to get it clicking down here in the red zone. That's 3 straight incompletions, trying to fit the football into tight windows, but the timing not there, and now it sets up 4th down.
Wants to throw again. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Oregon. Fitted in the window for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run. The field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Thomas looking to fire. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got his man quickly. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Rutgers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The sure hands, it's Hill.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Smith wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Green. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Fires one high and deep. He's got it on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Might be changing the route. Just keeps slinging it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown Ducks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Thomas back to pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Going right to work up top. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
Yeah, and it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has him set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A first down for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Rutgers, 14.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return.
Returner is tackled down at the 26.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right on the money. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw it again. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And he added the extra point.
56, Rutgers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Smith wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Intercepted, number 19. Trying to take it back.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Scarlet Knights have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Zips it out to his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Grab near the marker, it's Smith. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Ducks want to move quickly.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Running into the open space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of the...
Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Across the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
1st and goal, Oregon.
They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Shoots his way for more. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Thomas looking to fire. Working that left side now. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Thomas back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Rivers. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding.
Military stunt.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Here we go. Set. Ready to go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This time he's got it. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Smith dropping to pass. Got a man. It's Perkins. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
22, water. Football 7. Football 7.
Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championship.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He wants to change this route. Smith wants to throw. Going for it all. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
With the grab and the score.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing